it seemed like a normal takeoff, and right towards the end, right before we actually took off, I noticed the plane kind of veered off to the right, or I'm sorry, to the left. And I was looking down because I like to watch the plane take off and see Denver from the sky. And while that was going on, I said, this can't be right. I was thinking to myself, I started holding him a little tighter because he wasn't in the seatbelt. I was holding him on my lap in front of me. And the plane got really bumpy because I figured, yeah, we're hitting the ground now, so this isn't going to be a good outcome. And we just kind of hit a bump. It felt like a bump, and I noticed I didn't feel the bumping anymore, so I knew we were off the ground for a short time. And shortly after that, we hit the ground, and the plane kind of buckled towards the middle. It's what I saw, and I saw the seats kind of buckling in towards each other. And I braced my knees up in front of me because all the chairs were kind of closing in. And I didn't want him to get crushed, by the seat in front of me. And it just seemed like it took forever for the plane to stop. And on my side of the plane, I could see the engine. I noticed it was on fire. I could feel the heat coming from the window because I was on the window side of the plane, sitting right over on the right side of the plane. Yeah, I was sitting right over the wing. I could feel the heat. I started smelling the smoke from the engine. It was on fire. You could smell the plastic and the gas, what was burning. And I was just, I handed the baby to my wife because she was closer to the door. And we were trying to exit through the back end of the plane, but everybody was kind of frantic and having a hard time getting out. They were pushing each other, and it was just a hard time trying to get out that way. So I looked behind me, and it would be easier to get out the center of the plane, where the emergency door was over the wing. We got out. She handed the baby back to me because I ended up being in front. And then I got off the plane. She slid off the wing because the wing was pretty slippery, and the ground was just right there. I mean, there was no, I don't remember anyway, jumping off or going down any kind of slide. It was just the wing and then the ground. And after that, we went up to that building that was up there looking for a place to get some warmth because it was just cold and windy. We didn't have our jackets or anything with us. It was everything was still on the plane, of course. We finally got up there and we noticed that the building was open. It was the fire department, for that area, anyways. It was the fire station, and that's where they were holding everybody. And that's pretty much what happened.
How long did it take to get back?
It felt like it took probably 5 to 10 minutes. It seemed like, but it might have been a lot sooner than that.
Was it? You talked about a little bit of it being chaotic.
It was.
But in retrospect, how did it go?
It went okay. Everybody was some people were trying to get luggage from their top, and the engine was on fire, so I was worried, about getting out of there, just in case something were to explode, And then we had another guy yelling, the plane's gonna blow up, the plane's gonna explode. And so, we're telling them, please don't, we got kids, don't want to scare anybody. But, everybody it was pretty chaotic in there. And, but I'm just glad that we all made it out in time.
Any of you three injured?
I'm not injured. I got a little, banged up on my knees from trying to hold that seat because it pushed back quite a bit. And I was afraid it was going to crush them, so I just kind of held back and held the seat. I tried to anyway.
Maria, when you slipped off the wing, did you get hurt?
No, I just feel a little bruised, but I'm just glad I wasn't holding the baby.
And talk about that. I mean, you're here visiting.